Hello, vinyl community. This is Tom Robinson, and this is my channel, Capo Fetish. I'm going to answer the 20 questions presented by Rob Walker for the Vinyl Tag 2023. First question is favorite 2022 release. That would be this Love singles box set released in the UK. I don't think it's available here in the US, but here are the 8 singles right here. Everything released from 66 to 69. Really cool. And comes with a couple of postcards and a cool essay book here. Describes the recordings, how they were recorded, the original labels. Number 2 would be the last release from a person you saw last. And this would be John Fogerty. I saw him at the Hollywood Bowl back in July of 2022. It was a great show. Best first album, I would say The Pretenders First. A flawless album, one of my favorite albums of all time. Start to finish, incredible sequence. Released in 1980. Let's see, LP, cassettes, and CD of one album. How about the Byrds' notorious Bird Brother album? The CD and cassette. Title of album that begins with the letter S, ends with the letter S. Strange Days by The Doors. Released in 67, my favorite Doors album, by the way. Artist born in the same year as you. I was born in 65. I picked Bjork. I don't have any of your Solar stuffs, but I do love this first Sugar Cubes album. It came back in 88, I think. Released in 88. Most played album of the year would be this gem here from Judy Sill, her debut from 71. I just discovered this about a year ago, and I have played it incessantly. It is absolutely a masterpiece. I recommend it to anybody out there who loves incredible arrangements, songwriting, melodies. She should have been huge. Artists most listened to in 2022, I would say that would be Wayne Shorter. I don't have any vinyl of Wayne Shorter, just CDs, but I've been playing this specific album quite a bit, Speak No Evil, as well as his other Blue Note albums from the mid-60s. Australian band, let's go with the Easy Beats. This is a best of release from Rhino in the mid-80s. Has all their hits, Friday on My Mind, etc., etc. Records that I was surprised that I picked up. About Timothy Leary, an album called Tune In, Turn On, Drop Out. Haven't opened it yet, but I will get to it on a particular night when I'm in the mood. It looks pretty demented and interesting. As far as completist bands go, it would be the Kinks, and I picked up their latest heavyweight box set this year of Everybody's in Showbiz and Muswell Hillbillies. It has everything in the kitchen sink in there. I won't go into it, but the only problem with this reissue, I don't know if anybody else who's had this problem who has bought this set, is the home movie shot by Ray Davies. There's no content on it, so I'm going to figure out how to return it. Maybe I have to return the whole box set, or maybe they'll just send me a new one. I don't know. So, completist band, the Kinks. And while we're on the subject of the Kinks, best run of 3 albums. I just kind of chose these. I mean, there's so many great 3-run albums, but the Kinks have so many great runs of albums. So I picked Arthur, and actually signed by Ray Davies when I saw him at the Canyon Club in Agoura, California back in 2010. There's his autograph. Lola versus Power Man, and Muswell Hillbillies, all 5-star masterpiece albums. An 80s soundtrack. Let's go with Local Hero by Mark Knopfler. This is a great kind of ethereal sounding, mood, vibey record with great compositions by Knopfler. Came out in about 83, I believe. Artists who passed away in 2022. Now, this one was a real bummer for me because I'm a huge Procol Harum fan. And I think Gary Brooker is one of the most underrated vocalists ever. No one hardly ever talks about him. To me, he's the top 3 rock vocalists of all time. And I'm showcasing my favorite Procol Harum album, The Salty Dog. Even though I think the first 3 albums, the title, first title, Procol Harum, and Shine On Brightly is equally as good. This one I personally love. There's a song on here called All This and More, which has one of Gary's greatest belters. It's just amazing. But yeah, we're going to miss Gary, and a real loss for rock, I tell you. Disappointing purchase in 2022. Well, I got to tell you, I've heard a lot of hype about this Gene Clark record here, No Other. And I'm a huge Byrds fan, and I do like his debut album, or the one from A&M, that White Light, I guess it's called, or just self-titled. But I played this once, and it just didn't bowl me over. I guess I'll have to listen to it another 5 times. But right now, I don't understand the hype. But maybe I will after about maybe 5 or 10 more listens. So, No Other, Gene Clark. Best non-vinyl purchase in 2022. I'd have to say this. I've heard a lot about this, and surprisingly, I never really listened much to the Pretty Things, but this is a fantastic record. At first listen, I was hooked. So Pretty Things, SF Sorrow, released in 68, I believe. Recorded in 67 at Abbey Road. Grail Pickups. I picked this up a while ago. This is the band Lush from the 90s. Kind of a shoegazer band. It has all 4 of their studio albums, plus a bonus album of other oddities. It's great, but sound is great, but there's no pictures inside of the band. I was kind of hoping for some pictures, but glad I have it. Kind of paid a little too much for it, though. Space-themed album covers. I have this Warner Brothers, the whole Burbank catalog album. They used to release a lot of these back in the early 70s for like $2. You can order them by mail. I have a ton of them, but I showcase this one because it has a little space vibe going. So, pardon me while I put my glasses on. Okay, a present from someone. Got this for Christmas, and I've listened to half of it. The Jimi Hendrix Live at the Forum, April '69. Half of it I've heard so far. It's fantastic. It's one of their last performances with the original Experience. And I think I've listened to everything up to I Don't Live Today. And I guess there's like a 16-minute version of Voodoo Child interspersed with Sunshine for Your Love. So I'm looking forward to the rest of that. And last but not least, my favorite album from '73. I'm going to go with Steely Dan's 1973 masterpiece, Countdown to Ecstasy. And that's it, Vinyl Community. I'll be talking to you soon. There'll be more content soon, and have a good day.